Nick and Leslie talking holiday cheer. Hallmark movies, cozy nights, and a festive review today. Hey, grab a seat and a sweet treat, cozy up, push play. Movie cheers, what you'll hear this Hallmark movie day.
We are coming to you live for the latest episode of the Holiday Hallmark Review, a 90s Christmas, and we are on North Straub Park in St. Petersburg, Florida, getting ready for the Santa Parade, which will be starting soon. It is a blistery 60-something degrees here in Florida. And so let's go ahead and play the trailer for a 90s Christmas.
It's $19.99. Now what? Why don't you just enjoy your time here?
Christmas party like it's $19.99.
You were sent back to redo that kiss and have a second chance. Yes.
A 90s Christmas. Only on Hallmark Channel.
So that was the trailer for a 90s Christmas. How'd you feel about it overall? Eh? I feel like it was a wasted opportunity. I liked the premise of her traveling back in time to be able to redo things starting on Christmas, but I feel like the life she had in the beginning was good enough. Pretty great, actually.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, she had just made partner at her law firm in Chicago, and she travels back to the first Christmas she had after her dad had passed, and kind of like the premise was that she had to get together with her neighbor as the boyfriend or something. In order to, well, okay, so shout out the kooky, magical rideshare driver who drove her back to 1999. I don't know, it could have been so much better. I did appreciate that she told her old childhood friend, as soon as you hear the word iPhone, start buying stock in Apple.
Yeah.
That was good. That was like the one thing you always want to happen in time travel movies. But then I guess she got in trouble for that, and the magical Uber driver was like, you're changing things too much. Mm-hmm. But in the end, she does decide to go with Matt, who was the neighbor and not that interesting.
Nope.
So he wanted to be a actor. Before the time travel stuff, she reconnects with him. He's like, I'm an insurance salesman. She's like, you didn't want to be an actor? And he's like, I did, but I ended up getting married to this other girl, and now we're going through a divorce, and I'm happy selling insurance. And so that's part of the impetus that she's like, he could have had a different life. I could have had a different life. I'm going to go back in time. Or the Uber driver forces her to go back in time. Yeah, and you can see the amount of excitement we have.
Right, it was stupid that I didn't care that Hallmark made a movie. I mean, it was a good, different concept of, instead of just, we're raising money for a foundation, for a hospital, for children, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, instead we're going back in time, which was fun, but I didn't care for the aspect that it's not what she wanted to do. It was just because you're lonely in a moment to not celebrate. I mean, I'm married and I had to celebrate my shit on my own. So even if you're with people, they still don't celebrate things with you. So why couldn't she choose the path that she wanted to, instead of catering to the rest of her family, instead of catering to what her mom would have wanted more time, her sister wanted time. Like, it was just stupid, the time together when I don't know.
It's like the message of the movie is sacrifice your own happiness and your own peace to do what benefits the majority of people.
Because Matt wanted her to go to colleges in New York where he was going and not go to Northwestern where she has a full ride scholarship.
Yeah.
He wanted her to go somewhere else that she had to pay for tuition, like Columbia, just to be near her. So to make that sacrifice, like, go for a full ride. We don't have school debt because we chose places that we had the most scholarships to, the most money going to, so we didn't have to take out loans. So the thought that now she has to take the path that he wants to so that they can be together, when she wanted to do something else that's more beneficial for her future instead of that. I mean, also, you're going to change as a young person. It is kudos to you if you stayed together from when you were childhood sweethearts till, in your 90s. But you grow, you change. I'm glad I did not get married to whom I thought I loved whenever I was younger. Like, I was a different person and definitely didn't know yourself. I don't think you should get married until you're 30. So to do that, and then also like the sister who they were refused to say gay or lesbian to which she was, in the beginning, in the current time, it seemed like she was going from girl to girl, the way they were like, oh, last week's girl couldn't spell this word, we'll see how this week's girl goes. So it's like, okay, you can't have a steady relationship, okay, but because your sister chose the path that continued to have her in your life together, that she got married, in the montage when she was coming back to current day and her life had changed, one of the things that flashed before her eyes was her sister getting married to another woman, which is great, but so you're saying that was only capable because she chose the path to be with her family, instead of the path what she wanted to do with her dream.
Right. I did appreciate the little bits of subplot where our main character, Lucy, knows that her sister is gay before her sister even realizes she's gay, or before her sister actually announces she's gay. So that was kind of fun. But it was weird that they cut to commercial right before the sister does come out to the mom. Because it's like Hallmark, you can have a gay character, but you can't have a character coming out.
And then her sister, they didn't even have her say that, oh yeah, I just told mom what we talked about. Didn't even say that. It's just like, oh yeah, we're good. Yeah. I just feel like they kind of did, the LGBTQ plus community kind of dirty there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't the worst one I've seen, because it is at least
it's definitely
watchable.
not. Yeah, it's beautifully decorated.
It's watchable, keeps you entertained. There's enough jokes that you don't get bored. You can miss it.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm giving the writing a 4, acting a 3, directing a 4, and for the chemistry-o-meter, 3.
Yeah.
Matt just seemed kind of a wet blanket.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie you can have on in the background, but it's not the worst, but, it's...
Matt doesn't do anything impressive or interesting with his life.
No.
Yet she has to go back in time to get him.
Yeah, I'm not saying someone's not worth it, but what was worth... It didn't say like, oh, Matt made me feel a certain way, he gave me the tingles and the sparkles. There was nothing about that.
Right.
Like, what was so great about Matt that he was worth going back?
And even in present day, before she travels back in time, he's going through divorce. So she could still get with him.
That as well. Yeah. So, I mean, it's okay to have a second worn person.
It brings me back to like how Hallmark tries to tell women that you'll only be fulfilled if you marry young and have a child. That's what it felt like it was saying.
Yeah, instead of having, a career, which I'm not saying she's a workaholic or anything like that, but yeah, she focused on her career for a bit to get up, and now she's good at what she does. I'm not saying she could easily ride, but be able to focus now, or, be able to focus less on work and have a little bit more free time. Join a meetup group, meet some people. You don't need to have 20 friends.
This movie is really just like a stopgap to get to the really fun ones that are tonight and tomorrow night.
I know, yeah, we're looking forward to those ones.
We're going to visit Finland and Iceland with Lacey Chabert.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Very, very.
All right, well, thank you for sitting through a 90s Christmas with us.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy your own local holiday events, such as the St. Pete Santa Parade. 98th annual, was it?
98th annual. I don't know where the heck we've been.
That's insane.
Or is it 98th tree lighting? And I don't know. Anyway, we love St. Pete, though.
Thank you, everyone.